So is it actually worth covering an entire tomahawk in over 4 pounds of salt and then cooking it? Well, today we find out. And look, we're not going to cut any corners here. I'm even using some of my favorite bourbon in the salt mixture along with some fresh thyme to really bring the flavor. And we're also going to use some of that Weller Antique as a binder to really help the seasoning stick and add an extra touch of bourbon. And for the seasoning, you can really use whatever you prefer. Now this next step is probably the most important. We're going to take that bourbon salt mixture and bury everything except for the bone on the steak. Then we can place in our temp probe and get this thing on the Rectech DualFire at 225 degrees until the internal hits 110. And after we bring it inside to finish up one of the craziest ways I've ever cooked a steak, all that's left to do now is sear it off at over 700 degrees on the Rectech DualFire. And I'm genuinely curious, what's the craziest way you've ever cooked a steak? I mean, I'm always looking for new things to try. Now from the look of it, this was an absolute success. We have a perfect cook and sear, but the real question is, was it worth it? All right, let's give it a try. Cheers. Wow. Okay, this is so flavorful and juicy, and you can really taste the bourbon here, and I thought it was gonna be a little too salty, but it's perfect.